We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. It's a rematch of one of the great NFL playoff games of all time. The Chargers and Dolphins underway from Miami. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Throwing Rivers. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On third down, Rivers. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
That's good.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
The ball carrier.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's a toss right side for Hunt. And he'll lose lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Easy. 89.
3rd and long for Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30, and he goes out right around the 39. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
In on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
The Charger ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Sanu with a grab over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Complete.
11 yards there, 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 10-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
On second down, here's Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
On 1st and 10, Rivers eluding the pressure right. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
They'll run on 1st down. Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw here. Rivers rolling to his right. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So
maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
25-yard line.
The The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
From the gun, Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. On second down, Eckler. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. He's got the first down here inside the 30, and he gets this one down to the 24. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper
on Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. And This one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Intercepted. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the run, watch the run. Jim. Watch the
On the run, this is Hunt. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
He's airing it out for Williams. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Now it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Rivers now. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Mike Williams. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Set him back 5. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And this carries into the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert back to the air. This is Johnson. He's got it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
It's Eckler again. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
The kickoff for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check 52's the money. Check 52's the money. Better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Alert 3, alert. Keep it skinny.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Option play, and Walker's going to run with it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. That's pulled in at the 32. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Kyle Van Noy in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Shaq Lawson on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 19-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Five yards remain on second down. Now it's Herbert. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Those are the types of plays in these moments they were hoping for from this young rookie, able to put him up here in the fourth quarter.
How about the kid? You just mentioned it, the fourth quarter. This is when you have to make those winning plays. That's what he just did. Doesn't ensure anything, but he certainly gave his team a heck of a chance, didn't he?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
3rd and 2.
Rivers to throw it. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And taken right on the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll hand off here to Eckler. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
Chargers.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 38 yards. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt at minimum, filet at maximum.
On. You can't give the guy a skirt steak
his
first 3 times. There you go.
10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Fine. Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They go play action. Rivers. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here is Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll run here with Eckler. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now Eckler might
might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash. This from 45 yards away. And Badgley missed it. Off to the left. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
On is the Chargers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
22-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Derwin James on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Rivers to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right, that reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Chargers, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.